Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Mr. Kiwi 13605. I'm also known as Gas Stacker, Gold and Silver Stacker on Stacker Social, if you see me over there. I've got a lot of coins to show you today, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on each individual coin, but I will say that this is a set of 2019 pure silver coins that were created by the U.S. Mint. They're commemorative coins, and that's why they're silver, even though the only silver coins the U.S. Mint has made in circulation style coins has been for commemorative purposes since like 1970. So because there's so many in here, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one. These coins are all, this end are all from one set, which I bought as a set. And this end is some other coins that I had collected prior to becoming lucky enough to get this set. Now, when I say lucky enough to get this set, the reason these are special to me and the reason that I would pay quite a lot of money for what amounts to very small silver content on most of these coins is because these coins were all hand signed by Miles Standish, who I'm not going to go into his history right now. He was just a good friend of mine. He was quite famous in the coin design, coin engraving, and coin grading services, including being a vice president of NGC for some time. And NGC actually will produce coins with authentic signatures. And we may have to zoom in. But if we look closely, we can see that they actually say right here, authentic hand signed. I'm not aware of any other coin grading service that does this. PGCS will put out lots of coins with signatures on them, but they are printed signatures, not hand signed. So enough of that. That's the reason these coins are special to me, because they're all signed, hand signed by Miles. And I actually have found that there are some coins out there that were hand signed, or the labels were hand signed before his passing, but the coins were not released for sale until several months after. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those, or at least not yet. I had the opportunity to buy them, but they were just too expensive. It just didn't make sense. When I knew that I could get a collection of Miles's items for more reasonable prices. But I am trying to get as many of these coins as I can to preserve his legacy. So let's get right to the coins. I'm going to show them real quick. And the last thing I'm going to say, I'll save it for the end. But let's just pull them out here. Some of these coins are all proofs. You see how shiny that is? This is a Kennedy $50. And we'll flip it. It's the traditional U.S. Kennedy $50. And like I said, I'm not going to get into a lot of details on these because on the top of my head, I wouldn't remember it all properly anyway, and this video would be way too long. This one is a $0.25, 25-cent U.S. coin. First day of issue, PF70 Ultra Cameo. You can see, once again, a beautiful coin. And there's no, I mean, we can talk about the coins themselves all day long, but the most important thing I wanted to show you here was, and I'm very proud of this collection, is another quarter, just a different design. But I'm very proud of this collection because it met my goal of preserving some of Miles. Unfortunately, and I think a few years from now, almost no one is going to know who Miles is or remember, and that'll be a sad day for me. So I have 7 coins in this collection. This is a 2019 proof silver commemorative collection, and of course these ones are signed by Miles. And if you notice in the top right corner, they all have the Director's Medal of Excellence. So these were quite special coins at the U.S. Mint, even back in 2019, when at that time they were just another commemorative collection. another quarter. And I believe the last one, yeah, the last one is a Roosevelt dime, what's known as a Roosevelt dime. Again, they're starting to get pretty small, starting to be difficult to see the detail, but these are just beautiful coins. On top of everything else, beautiful, beautiful coins. And it's a blessing to have coins of this quality, and they're graded, certified, and so on. The other thing I will say is that this collection right here, this set of 7 coins that I have right here, is one of 25. Now, they produced probably hundreds of thousands of these particular commemorative coins in 2019. But this set of silver, they only made 25 with Miles' signature. So I truly am blessed to have something of such a low mintage or a low collection factor. Okay, now I've added to this collection since, because this is, I showed this a few minutes ago. This is also, I believe, a 2000, not 2019, this is a 2020. So this is the next year, and Miles actually produced some of these coins every year. But in this case, it is a U.S. American Eagle. Because it's 2020, it's a Type 1, which I think is the most beautiful eagle. And I'm not sure if it's just the light. I'm going to have to look into this later. I think it's just the light and the luster of the coin. I was a little afraid that we were seeing some milk spotting here, because milk spotting can happen in the slab even after it's been graded as a perfect coin. But I think that's just the luster that we're seeing on the coin. But so this is my largest Miles Standish signed coin, being an eagle. I'm very happy to have that, but it's not part of that set. Now, when I talked about one of 25, right, there is, I've been buying, oh, not that one, prior to getting the set. Here's another quarter. You may recall the flags there. This is another of the one of 25. So this was broken out of somebody else's set. Somebody sold this individually. So now I know that there's only 24 sets left, and maybe a lot less, because you do see these one-off coins available on a frequent basis for sale. And then once again, we have that same 2019 Roosevelt dime. So these 3 coins came from another set of the 25, or perhaps more than one set of the 25. So there are sets out there that are no longer complete. This is the full complete set of 7 coins. Also, at the time that I bought this set, the seller insisted that I buy the same Miles Standish signed penny. Now, this is a 2019 West Point, which means it was ultra proof. In this case, it's graded PF70 RD Ultra Cameo. The ID means it's red. Now, you really can't see it in this video, but this truly is a red penny. In real life here, this is completely red. It's not going to brown at all. And the seller told me he wanted to include this in the set because it was part of the 2019 set. It's part of the one of 25. But this is the only copper that was produced in that set in that year. So I'm not too interested in copper pennies. I do like the fact that we have Miles' signature once again. And I didn't have a lot of choice. It was take the whole set or take none of it, because he was not going to break it up, which is what happened to some of these other coins. So this coin on its own, this penny, signed by Miles, limited edition, 1 of 25, from 2019 West Point Ultra Cameo, this coin by itself is valued at $300. So whether I particularly like it or not is kind of irrelevant when it has that kind of value. The last coin I have here is what's known as a Sacagawea dollar. Now, this is from 2017. This again came from a set of enhanced proof coins, enhanced finish proof coins, they're called, from 2017. I actually owned that 2017 enhanced finish set because they were signed by Miles. But enhanced finish means that they're cupro-nickel with a proof finish. They're not silver. So I had a 2017 set, the same as this, but when I got the silver set, I sold the enhanced finish cupro-nickel set because I really had no use for that. So I had actually purchased the Sacagawea separately, so it came from another one of, well, I should say, I don't know if I just said, the cupro-nickel sets were one of 50. There were 50 sets of the cupro-nickels produced each year that were signed by Miles Standish. So this, somebody broke out of a set sometime since 2017, and I bought it on eBay as a standalone purchase simply because I did not have a Sacagawea graded coin. And well, great, throw it on the floor. And because it was signed by Miles once again. So it has sentimental value to me because of that. So that's the reason I have that coin. And as I said, I have 3 others. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Just be blessed to have multiples, or I may actually let those go to another collector if somebody who truly wants to have them because of the legacy of Miles Standish, then I would be more than willing to part with them under those circumstances, simply because that's the reason to have them in the first place. And we can talk numismatic value, we can talk silver content, we can talk all kinds of things, but the reason to have these coins is because they're a legacy of a great man. And I'm going to finish on that note. Thank you all for listening. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go one step further. I told you that this seller of this set had some stipulations in order for me to buy the set. So what he did was he said, I also had to buy the rest of the set from that year. And he twisted my arm to buy, not buy back, because this is a different year. I had the 2017 enhanced finish cupro-nickel set, and he has the full 2019 with the silver and the cupro-nickel enhanced finish. So he said, you got to buy the whole set. So I ended up buying back the ones that I had sold because I no longer needed them in order to get all of this in one purchase. And it didn't cost me any extra. It was very reasonably priced for what they were. And as you can see, I've not even taken these out of the package, but this is the full set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The cupro-nickel sets had 10 coins because they had the Sacagawea, which was a gold-colored coin. They also had pennies and nickels, which are not silver. So you ended up with the full 10-coin set from the U.S. Mint, or the circulated coins from the U.S. Mint, in uncirculated enhanced finish condition. So that's the reason I have 2 of these boxes. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with these. The seller wanted me to buy them all as a condition of him selling them to me, but he did not ask me not to break the set up. He didn't make any stipulations like that. So sometime in the future, I may decide I really don't need that taking up space in my safe, and I may pass them along to somebody else, because that other set is also signed by Miles. So right here I've got 17, 18 coins, all hand signed by my friend. It's very special to me, and thank you for listening to my personal feelings and emotions. I feel we're all a family, and I really feel feel comfortable, sharing my feelings, just as I hope you all would too about what you're passionate about in your lives. Thank you, and I hope you had a great 2023, and I hope you have an even better 2024. Bye now.